Now let's take a look at corresponding, alternate, and co-interior angles. You can have corresponding, alternate, and co-interior angles when you have two or more parallel lines. For example, if you have a parallel line, let's say this is a straight line AB, you have another straight line CD. These two straight lines AB and CD are said to be parallel if they are of equal distance apart and they can never meet. So this line and this line, they are parallel. So when you see a straight line, two or more straight line that they put arrows like this, it means that they are parallel. So we can say that AB and CD are parallel. Now, if I have a third line that cut AB and CD, this third line is called transversal. 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 Now, because of this transversal, on AB we are having four angles. Angle A, B, C, and D. On CD we are also having four angles. Angle E, F, G, and H. Now, if you look at this figure, you discover that on AB, A and B, they are on a straight line. That means their sum is equal to 180 degrees. So if I'm giving A, the value of A, for example, to be 70 degrees, and they ask me to find the value of B, I can use sum of angle on a straight line. Also, A and D, they are also on a straight line, 180 degrees. C and D, also on a straight line, their sum will be 180 degrees. The same thing with C and B. Angle on a straight line, sum is 180 degrees. Then if you look at it very well, on the second straight line, which is CD, we also have E and F. Angle on a straight line, the sum is 180 degrees. Another one is E and G. Their sum is 180 degrees. Angle on a straight line, you can see on this straight line, they are on the transversal. Now, G and H on this line CD, they are on a straight line, so their sum is 180 degrees. Then H and F, their sum is 180 degrees. So in other words, it means that if we are given just one out of these 8 angles, we can use that one angle to calculate the other ones. So that's for that. Now, take a look at A and C. You see that they are facing each other. A and C are facing each other. That means they are vertically opposite. Like I said in the previous class, that you can have vertically opposite when you have two straight lines crossing each other or forming X. So that means A is equal to C. Then B and D are also facing each other at a cross. That means B is equal to D. Then when you come to the second line CD, E and H, they are facing each other. They are vertically opposite, and vertically opposite angles are equal. The same thing with F and G. F is equal to G. So the reason why these angles are equal is because they are vertically opposite. So they are vertically opposite. Now, if you look at this angle D here, this angle, it forms Z with which angle? F. Look at it. This is the Z. Can you see the Z? So that means F will be equal to D. D will be equal to F. Any angle that forms Z, take a look at C. C forms Z with E. That means C is equal to E. Look at it. C forms Z with E. So C is equal to E. And the reason why D is equal to F, C is equal to E is because they form Z. Angles that form Z like that, we call them alternate angle. Alternate angles. So take note of that. Alternate angles are equal. Then look at the position that A is occupying on the first straight line. The first straight line here is AB. So on AB, look at the position of A. This is position of A. Now compare it with the second straight line CD. Which angle is occupying the position that A is occupying? Look at it. This is angle A. The angle that's occupying the same position with A is angle E here, E. Because one, A is above the line on the left hand side. E is also above the line here on the left hand side. So that means A is equal to E. B and F, they are occupying the same position. Look at B and look at F, the same position. That means B is equal to F. D and which angle are occupying the same position? D and which angle? D and G. D is equal to G. What of C? C and H are occupying the same position. So C is equal to H. So in other words, angle that are occupying the same position, like we have here, we call them corresponding angles. So the reason why A is equal to E, B is equal to F, D is equal to G, and C is equal to H is because they are corresponding angles. So with this diagram, I'll be able to explain how we can use this diagram or any diagram of this type to calculate sum of using sum of angle at a point to calculate any of the other angles, using vertically opposite angles, alternate angles, and corresponding. So the next thing we are going to do now is to look at the practical example. So we are going to take some examples. And don't forget, when two lines are parallel, that's when we can have corresponding, alternate, and cointerior. So I discovered I have not talked about cointerior angles. Now, this line AB and CD are parallel. So this D here and here, they are enclosed here. They are enclosed here. That means D and E, they are co-interior. And co-interior angles, their sum is 180 because they are supplementary. The same thing with C and F. C and F, they are co-interior, so their sum will be 180 degrees. That's for co-interior angles. In our previous class, we looked at corresponding, alternate, and co-interior angles. So today we are going to look at some examples under the subtopic. The first example says that we should find A, B, C, D, E, F, and G in the figure below. Now, if you look at A and 80 degrees, both of them, they're on a straight line. And sum of angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. That means A plus 80 degrees will be equal to 180 degrees. Then A will be equal to 180 minus 80, and that will give us 100 degrees. So that's for A. Now, then if you look at C and A, you will see that they are facing each other. C and A are facing each other. That means they are vertically opposite. So C is equal to A. C is equal to A. Reason because they are vertically opposite. Vertically opposite. Then C will be equal to, since A is equal to 100, C also will be 100 degrees. Then B is facing 80 degrees. So B and 80, they are vertically opposite. We can say B is equal to 80 degrees because they are vertically opposite angles. And vertically opposite angles are equal. Then the next one will be D. D and A, they are occupying the same position. The position that A is occupying here is the position that D is occupying here. That means A, D is equal to A. In other words, D will be equal to, the value of A is 100. So D is equal to 100 degrees. The reason is corresponding angle. Corresponding angles, because corresponding angles are angles that find the same position on the parallel line. Corresponding angles. So that's for that. So now let's look at E. E and B. This is B and this is E. You can see B here, you can see E here. Now if you look at it, you see that E and B, they form Z. Look at it, you see that they form Z. This is the Z. Let me trace it out. You can see the Z. Now, angle that form Z, we call them alternate angles. That means B and E, they are alternate. Then E will be equal to B. E will be equal to B. And E will be equal to, the value of B is 80. That means E is equal to 80 degrees. Reason, alternate angles. Because alternate angles are equal. G is equal to E because they are vertically opposite. Vertically opposite angles. Then G is equal to, what is the value of E? 80 degrees. 80 degrees. Then F is equal to D. F is equal to, what's the value of D? We got D to be 100. So the reason, vertically opposite also. Vertically opposite. So you can see it here. F and D, they are vertically opposite. Then E and G, or G and E, they are vertically opposite. So that's for that example. Example 2. Find the value of A in the figure below. If you look at the diagram, we discover that this line and this line, they are parallel. So we have angle 40 degrees here, we have 20 degrees here, and we have angle A here, which is a reflex angle. So to solve this question, we draw a line that will be parallel to these two other lines passing through this point. So drawing the line, if you draw the line, you can see I've drawn the line. This line is parallel to the two other angles. So because of the new line that I've drawn, this angle is equal to this angle, 40 degrees, because they form Z. And like I said, any angle that forms Z, they are alternate. So this angle and this angle, they are alternate. Then this angle and the angle here, they are also alternate. So if this is 20, this will also be 20 degrees. So the total angle here, they meet at a point. That means A plus 40 plus 20 equal to 360 degrees. Then A plus 60 equal to 360. The reason why the sum is equal to 360 is because the three angles A, 40 and 20, they meet at a point here. And sum of angle at a point is 360. So A will be equal to 360. A will be equal to 360 minus 60. Then A will be equal to 300 degrees. We want to look at example 3 now. As you can see the figure on the board, in the diagram, PQ, this is PQ. PQ is parallel to RS, and then QM is parallel to LS. Now, to solve this question, we are given this angle to be 60, and the question says we should find the value of A. So, to find the value of A, since this line and this line are parallel, so I can extend this line downward. I will extend it downward. So, if I extend it downward, you will discover that this line and this line are parallel, and this angle, let me trace it, this angle forms Z with this angle here. Can you see that? Can you see the Z? So if this angle is 60, automatically the angle here will be 60. Is that clear? So I can conclude by saying angle, let me call this place Y. So I can say angle SLY is equal to 60 degrees, raising alternate angles. So that's for that, alternate angles. Now, if this is 60, this angle here and the angle here, they also form Z. So which means that if this is 60, this will also be 60 degrees. So I can say angle PQY is equal to 60 degrees. The same reason, alternate angles, because this angle here forms Z with this angle. Okay? The angle here forms Z with this angle. Can you see it? So that's why this angle and this angle are equal. But this angle and A, they're on a straight line. So that means A will be equal to 180 minus 60. Angles on straight line. Then A will be equal to 120 degrees. So it's as simple as that. So let me explain it again. I have to construct this line, extend this line downward to get this point Y, which is on the straight line RS. Now, and by constructing this one downward, this angle here and this angle form Z. So if this is 60, this will also be 60. Then this angle and this angle form Z here. You can see it. So if this is 60, this one will also be 60. Then this 60 and A, they're on a straight line. And that's why A is equal to 180 minus 60 and A is equal to 120 degrees. Example 4. Find the value of X in the figure below. In this figure, this line and this other line, they are parallel. So if I name this one AB, and this is C, D, and this is E. Since this line and this line are parallel, how do we get the value of X? Or how do we solve this figure? You draw a line from here. Draw a line from here that will be parallel to this. So this line, let me call it CF. So this line, this new line is parallel to this one. And if the angle here is Y, the next thing is that we have to get the value of Y. Now, if you look at Y and 113, they are cointerior. And like I said previously, that cointerior angles are supplementary. That means Y plus 113 is equal to 180. So Y will be equal to 180 minus 113, and that will give us 180 minus 113. We have 7. Then remaining 7 minus, that will give us 67 degrees. So if Y is 67 degrees, now this angle here forms Z with this angle. You can see it. This angle here forms Z with this angle. That means the total angle here, which is X plus Y, is equal to 143 degrees. Now, we are looking for the value of X. X will be equal to 143 degrees minus Y. X will now be equal to 143 minus 67. And that will give us 6, 7. That is 76 degrees. So it's as simple as that. So to solve a question like this, you don't need to stress yourself. All you need to do is that draw a line that will be parallel to this. And by drawing that line, this angle and the new angle that will be formed here, which I've called y, they will be supplementary because their sum will be supplementary because they are co-interior. So this one will now be equal to 67 degrees, which is 180 minus this. And the total angle here and this angle, you can see that they form Z, which means that they are alternate. Okay, so that's why I said x plus y is equal to 143 degrees, alternate angles. So then if you have gotten y, just substitute for y and it give you the value of x. The last example that we're going to do under this subtopic is example 5. And if you look at the figure, you will see that PQ is parallel to TU. And not only that, angle PQR is equal to 50 degrees. Angle QRS is equal to 86 degrees. And angle STU is equal to 64 degrees. The question says we should calculate the value of x. So to get the value of x, we are going to draw a line passing through this point that will be parallel to this line. So I'm going to draw the line now. So you can see the line. Let me call that line AB. Let me call it AB. So I will draw another one here, passing through this point T here also. Can you see it? So now, to make it easier, what we are going to do is that let's draw another one that is parallel to this. A line that is parallel to this. So this is 64. So if you are going to draw a line that is parallel to this, that means the line will pass through X. Can you see it? So drawing it like this will make the work easier. So let me call this one CD. So you can see it. I've drawn a line. This line and this line, they are parallel. Then this one and this one, they are parallel. So drawing those lines will make the work easier. Now, the angle here is 50. And since this line and this line are parallel, so it means that this angle forms Z with this angle. So angle that forms Z, don't forget, is alternate. Any angle that forms Z is alternate angle. So that means this angle and this angle here, they are alternate. So to solve this question, I can say, let me name this angle QRB. Angle QRB will be equal to angle PQR, which is equal to 50 degrees, raising alternate, which is equal to alternate angle. So that is alternate angles. So angle, you can see it, this angle PQR and this angle QRB, they are equal because they are alternate. Now, the total angle here is 86. If this small one here, if the total is 86 and the small one here is 50, this shaded one is 50. So to get BRS and BRD rather, okay, let me name it with this point. To get BRS, angle BRS will be equal to the total angle here. Look at it, the total angle here, which is 86, minus this small one here, which is 50 degrees. So you can see it. That is, we have used alternate angle to get this angle here. but the total angle here is 86. So if you want to get this one, which is BRS, we're going to set the total angle here. We say the total angle here, which is 86 minus 50. And 86 minus 50 will give me 36 degrees. So that will give me 36 degrees. Then, if that give me 36 degrees, so that means here I'm going to have 36 degrees. This 36 degree and this angle here, they are alternate. Look at it. You can see that they form Z. So I can say angle RSC is equal to angle BRS, which is equal to 36 degrees. Reason alternate angles. So you can see it. Angle, this angle here, this one that I marked here, is alternate to this, which is 36 degrees. Okay. Now, since this line and this line are parallel, if the angle here is 64, the one here will also be 64 degrees. Okay. So this is T. Now, X, which is the total angle here, will be equal to 64 plus 36. Therefore, X will be equal to 100 degrees. So that is it. It's very simple. Very simple. Let me explain it again. At times when students see this type of diagram, they will be scared. And it's not difficult. You see that after I was given the shape and I have to draw two parallel lines. The first one, AB, which is parallel to this, and I have to draw another one, which is CD, which is parallel to this. Now, because this line and this line are parallel, this angle and this angles, and the angle here, they are alternate. So that means if this is 50, the angle here will also be 50 degrees. Now, the total angle here is 86, but a part of it is 50. The remaining part here will be 36 degrees. Now, if this is 36, the angle here and the angle here, they are also alternate. So, this angle will also be 36. Also, this line and this line are parallel. So, if this is 64, this will also be 64. And the total angle is the angle we are looking for, which is angle X. And that's why I said X is equal to 64 plus 36, and that will give us 100 degrees. Thank you.